पञ्चमिथुनादेकम् अवधीः काममोहितं मदन्वये मत्पितृभिर्मया च महर्षितुल्यैर्महितो महात्मा मद्भागधेयः मणिनूपुराढ्यः कोदण्डरामः कुलदैवतं मे. Our campus, Valmiki Ashrama, has seen one conference here, probably before 1.5 years, Valmiki Ramayana conference. This is the second conference. Hereafter, we plan to have this conference as Janmotsava of Sri Ramanavami. Sri Ramanavami Utsava is happening everywhere throughout the world. The uniqueness of our Utsava is to celebrate this Utsava as a conference so that it can be a Jnana Yajna. We can share several insights, ideas and views regarding Ramayana. Uniqueness of our Ramayana conference is that this is not just a Ramayana conference, but it is the Valmiki Ramayana conference. Perhaps, to my knowledge, which is very little, this is the only Valmiki Ramayana conference happening in the world. Where we focus on Valmiki predominantly. Rarely we add few other Ramayanas too when they don't contradict with the original Valmiki's Ramayana. That's how it goes. Even in this conference, there are, I think, 4 topics which are related to regional Rama stories. The common people's Ramayana in South Indian states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh. 4 speakers are going to talk about it. Every conference has its own unique theme. This conference has a theme, Samadharma in Valmiki Ramayana. You all know, you have seen that invitation. Normally, our conferences run for 2 or 3 days, generally. From this year onwards, we plan to have the conference for totally 11 days. Today it is starting at evening. Tomorrow onwards, 10 days, the conference will be. It is arranged as pre-conference, conference, and post-conference. Only in conference we have this theme, Samadharma in Valmiki Ramayana. Otherwise, in pre-conference and post-conference, there are various discourses, and our own children will perform those discourses. All these things are Rama story narration. Today we are starting. First child is me. Tomorrow onwards, other children will be giving lectures from morning. Pre-conference and post-conference. The whole story will be covered. Whole Ramayana will be covered. With the chanting of Ramayana. Ramayana Parayana will be done. With Ramayana Parayanam, Rama Katha also will be delivered. I mean, Rama's story will be narrated. It is a Udayastamana Satsanga. Morning to evening. Morning, I think 6:30. 6:15 with the Suprabhatam it starts. And at 6:30, we will start the Parayanam. It will run up to evening. Parayanam and Pravachana, it runs like this. Generally, evening sessions will be of mine. After that, at night, this time, every day we have unique Utsavas. Tomorrow, Sri Rama Janmotsav Badaya. Okay, tomorrow's Utsava. Like this, every day there will be some Utsava going on at evening. All these Utsavas are related to Ramayana. At that day, for example, the first day, that which comes in Parayanam and the story narration, that comes in Utsava also. That is how it goes. Second day, Sita Kalyana Mahotsava. Like that it goes. Third day, this Chitrakuta Utsava. Like that it goes. And when it comes to conference, normally in all our conferences, around 10 scholars present the papers, that's all, not more than that. In previous conference also, some 10 papers got presented and it came in a book form. Is it there now? Today, huh? Okay. So, hereafter, in this conference, with the 10 scholars, 10 delegates who are going to present their papers in those 2 particular days conference, aside from that, in pre and post conferences, our own children are going to talk. So with all these things, 40 persons are going to deliver lectures in this Ramayana session. 10 outside delegates, 30 our own children. And the same 30 children will be doing Parayana. Probably apart from these 30 children, some 20 more children will be performing Parayana. So, this is one thing. Another thing, today Sri Ramachandra's Pattabhisheka, after coming to this campus, after Kalyana-Ramar's arrival to this campus, today is 103rd Rama Pattabhisheka. Normally our Gurukula children and Gurukula teachers even, and also others belonging to those who stay in campus, they all participate in that. Whenever they recite the whole of Ramayana, at the end we do Pattabhisheka. So now Sri Ramachandra, today he has 103rd Pattabhisheka. At the end of this Navaha, he will have 104th Pattabhisheka. I don't know when Mahasamrajya Pattabhishekam is going to come. Fine. I did not press anybody for that. Otherwise, we could have pursued for Mahasamrajya Pattabhishekam for this Ramanavami function itself. I didn't want it. Okay. It should happen in a natural way, that's how I feel. Previous year's conference came in a book form. 5 Mahabhavas in Ramayana, in Valmiki Ramayana. That was a subject matter in previous conference. This year, Samadharma in Valmiki Ramayana. This previous year's conference, even though it came as in a book form, we thought from this year onwards, why should we publish book at all? We can just launch in internet, in our website. Whoever wants to see any paper, he can go to website and see that. So that launching will happen at the end of conference. Which date? I'm not talking about the post-conference ending, conference ending. 13, okay. 13th evening, after their paper presentation, The whole thing will be launched here. So we all will have that. We can go to that internet and see. So that will be a wonderful encyclopedic view of Ramayana later. Every year, with a particular theme, we are going to present the conference. This year, Samadharma. If someone wants to see what is Samadharma from Valmiki's perspective, because with Samadharma, epic starts. Arya Sarva Samaschaiva. Sarva Samaha. That's why epic starts. So, what's the perspective of Samadharma in Valmiki Ramayana? If someone wants to see that, he can browse, he can go into internet, he can go to our website and see that from 13th onwards. From today onwards, if someone wants to see what is Vatsalya Bhava in Valmiki's vision, what is Madhurya Bhava in Valmiki's insight, what is Sakya Bhava, five Mahabhavas. Five Mahabhavas which previously we conducted as conference here. That five Mahabhavas which came as book form, in book form, the same now we are going to release. Okay, five Mahabhavas. The end of conference we will release this conference content. Srimad Ramayanam is a kavyam. It can be perceived in different ways. Can be seen as a shastram, can be seen as an itihasa, probably can be seen as a Purana also. But predominantly, probably if you ask its author, what is this? He will say it is a kavya. That's what he says. In many places he uses the word kavya. Kavyam Ramayanam Krishnam. Adi kavyam idam tvarsham. If this is a kavya, what do you mean by a kavya? Many scholars talk about it. Kavya means kavya should have Ritu Varnanam, description of various seasons, description of war, description of, it should have lots and lots of figures of speech and various vrittas it should have. Vritta, meters, it should have. These things they discuss. But what is kavya? Kavya may have all these things. But a book which has all these things need not be a kavya. Okay, kavya may have all these things. Okay, the question is not that what kavya has. Okay, question is what is kavya? It means lakshana of kavya, definition of kavya. Anandavardhana defines kavya. Anandavardhana is a very great literary critic of Kashmir. Before a millennium, he in his work, literary critical work, its name is Dhunyaloka, he defines what is kavya. Kavya is that which should have a single content or a single theme, and the whole of kavya should get resonated to it. A kavi should have that focus. Kavi is not wavering. Kavi doesn't deal with various different topics. Kavi is not making an encyclopedia. Okay. Kavi is the one who has a focus and he deals with the content. He may know so many things. But when he is dealing with this text, he is not getting fascinated with any other thing. However fascinating it can be, he is not dragged to those topics. His mind is totally fixed to his own content or topic without a second choice. He's compelled, it's a kind of voluntary compulsion. He's compelled to focus on that. He may talk on so many things, but all these things are totally related to that fundamental theme or content. That is how Kavi goes. Valmiki is a Kavi. And he gave for the first time this style to the world. Therefore, he is called as Adikavi. And his epic is called as Adikavya. All the scholars are accepting it. Even Mahabharata says Valmiki is Adikavi in Drona Parva. Proktam Chaiva Adikavina. Kalidasa calls Valmiki as Adikavi. Kavehe Adyasya Shasanam Raghumsha. Bhojakavi calls Valmiki as Adikavi. Madhumaya Bhanitinam Margadarshi Maharshihi. That great Adikavi gave this style to the world. Having a deep focus, fathoming a subject matter, a content. That is what Valmiki presents to us. Interestingly, after making this epic, Valmiki did not do any other thing. Okay. Generally, the writers or poets, when they see their book is becoming more popular and popular, they will be excited to write few more books. But Ramayana defines Valmiki. If you ask the question, who is Valmiki? Better to ask the question, what is Valmiki? Okay. If you ask this question, the answer has to be the author of Ramayana. If you ask the question, who is Valmiki, then the answer has to be author of Ramayana. If you ask the question, what is Valmiki, then the answer has to be Ramayana. Okay. Valmiki is totally associated with Ramayana, and that is his only glory. That is his only glory. All other things about him are just hearsays and imagination, so on and so forth. Like we have so many things about Thiruvalluvar. All are hearsays, just hearsays. The only one truth, which is definitely a truth about Thiruvalluvar is, he is the author of Tirukural. Kalidasa is the author of Raghuvamsa, Shakuntala and Kumara Sambhava. All other things like asking Mother Kali how will you use, what is that? Cough. Huh? If you have 1,000 noses, all these questions and all these stories, these are all hearsays about Kalidasa. Only one thing we know about Kalidasa is, which is very definite about Kalidasa is the author of Raghuvamsa, Shakuntala and Kumara Sambhava. So these books are defining Kalidasa. Kalidasa remains through these books. Shakespeare lives in home. H.O.L.M. Hamlet, Othello, Lear and Macbeth. Like this, normally the early poets, they don't have a long story and all, but definitely they have their works for us. Valmiki's, one thing is sure, that he is the author of Ramayana. And in fact, Valmiki determines Ramayana. Ramayana may not determine Valmiki. You know? When this campus was made, when I was talking to Sri Anna about this campus, Sri Anna voluntarily asked me a question. What name can be given to this campus? Generally, if you ask like that, I did not suggest any name. Normally, what will I tell is, you yourself have to suggest. That is how I will tell. But on that day, I don't know why. I said, Ramayana Grama, can it be Ramayana Grama? I asked. Then Sri Anna said, if it is Ramayana Grama, then the question may come. Which Ramayana Grama? Okay. But if you say Valmiki Ashrama, it means Valmiki and his work Ramayana too. If you say Valmiki Ashrama, then which Valmiki? Nobody asked this question. There are no 3 or 4 Valmikis. This Valmiki is different, that Valmiki is different. Valmiki means Ramayana. Whether Ramayana means Valmiki or not. Okay, Valmiki means Ramayana. That great Valmiki, whose focus is very deep, he never wavers, his mind never wavers to any other thing. Generally, in Vaishnava Sampradaya, this is called as Paramaikantya. I don't know. That must be the reason for which these Ramayana lovers, Ramayana readers, their focus is so strong. Normally, they don't get fascinated with so many other things. Okay. That kind of focus Valmiki has. Valmiki trains his readers in that way. Because the epic, wherever you open, it talks about a person. Hasitam, bhashitam chaiva, gatiriya, yacha cheshtitam. His story. Rama is coming, Rama is going, Rama is talking, Rama is waging war, Rama is blessing, Rama is crying, Rama is laughing. Kanu kanuve Rama Nam. So everywhere Rama, almost in all chapters of Valmiki, you see the word Ram. That is how a huge epic is running, which has around 36,000 lines. It runs in this way. In almost all chapters, it talks about Rama. And this is the only work which is a narration of a story of a single person. Okay. Such a huge book. A book which contains 36,000 lines is the narration of a single person's story. Can you imagine? Can you find any other book like this? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. I'm just posing the question. That is how Valmiki is binding our mind, making us to focus on this personality. What is so great about that personality? Don't you know? So great about this personality. Omnipresent, he is omniscient, he is omnipotent, he is all-pervasive, and he is infinite. The epic doesn't start in this way. Epic doesn't start in that way. What is so fascinating about this personality? Nothing fascinating about this personality is the fascinating thing in him. Okay. It doesn't have all these epithets. Don't you know about Ramachandra? He is Sarvagya, Sarvashakta, Sarvasmatpara, Sarvantaryami. That is how the epic has to start. But how the epic starts? Konvasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmagyascha kritagyascha satyavakyo dridhavrataha charitrena chako yuktaha sarvabhuteshu kohitaha vidwan kaha kasamarthascha kaschaika priyadarsanaha atmavan ko jitakrodhaha द्युतिमान को नसूयकः कस्य बिभ्यति देवाश्च जातरोषस्य संयुगे एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुं परं कौतूहलं हि मे महर्षे त्वं समर्थोऽसि ज्ञातुमेवं विधं नरम्. I want to know about here itself. ज्ञातुमेवं विधं Naram. At least you have to use the word Narottama, Narasreshta, Naravara. If not Suravara or Surashreshta, at least Narasreshta. Valmiki deliberately uses the word naram. Some people are telling this first chapter must be later edition in Ramayana. It is surely written by Valmiki just because of this usage of naram. No other person can write about Rama like this. Nyatumevam vidam naram. I want to know about a human being who has gunas, gunavan, who has various qualities. Kascha viryavan, who has viryam in him. Viryam has several meanings in several layers. I'm not going deeper into it. Viryavan. Dharmagyascha. I want to know about a person who is a knower of dharma, dharmagyascha. Who is a man of gratitude, kritagyascha. Satyavakyaha, who is truthful. Dridhavrataha, who is highly principled. Vrata I take as principle here. It is not just fasting. Dridhavrataha. Charitrena cha koyuktaha, who is expert in his, who is great in his character. Sarvabhuteshu kohitaha. They say, if character is lost, everything is lost. Therefore, this question is extremely important. Who is great in his character? Ramachandra says later in Ayodhya Kanda, Charitrameva Vyakhyati. Only the character interprets anyone in the world. Whether he is righteous or not, whether he is great or not. Regarding him, regarding anything about him, only character determines. So, Charitrena cha koyuktaha. Character means he should have that character through which can contribute for universal welfare. Sarvabhuteshu kohitaha. See, words are interconnected. Vidwan kaha, who is intelligent and who is capable of doing things. Vidwan kaha kas samartascha. Some people may be intelligent, but they are not capable of doing things. But Ramachandra is intelligent as well as capable. Vidwan kaha kas samartascha. Kascha eka priyadarsanaha. It can be translated as who is handsome in the world. That is also very right. But I see this in a very different way. Kascha eka priyadarsana. Who has the insight of love alone in the world? Who can see only through love? Kascha eka priyadarsana. Atmavan kaha. Such a kind of person alone can be realized soul. Therefore, Atmavan kaha. Jitakrodaha. The realized soul always conquers his wrath, rage. Jitakrodaha. Ditiman kaha. I want to know about a luminous person who has Brahma Tejas. Brahma Tejas gets manifested through tapasya and Vedic rituals. Ditiman kaha. Anasuya kaha. I want to know about a person who is not having even a least of jealousy. Anasuya kaha. Kasya bibhyati devascha jataroshasya sanyuge. So by this last statement we understand Maharshi Valmiki is interested to know about his valor too. Okay. I want to know about that person by whose rage in the battlefield even his own people will tremble. The people to whom he is working. Kasya bibhyati devascha. That is how Govindaraja is commenting here. The people to whom he is working, they will tremble on seeing him in the battlefield. Such a kind of rage is his own. He is not angry with his own people. He is security for his own people. When in the war, his people are attacked by others, but when he is waging war with the others, his people start to tremble on seeing that warfare. Kasya bibhyati devascha jata roshasya sanyuge. That kind of viryam he has, valor he has. I want to know about that great soul. Etadichhamyaham shrotum param kautuhalam hime. Please tell me. I'm excited to know about it. Jigyasa. Param kautuhalam hime. Maharshe, you are the capable one to talk about him. On hearing this, Narada is extremely happy. Narada is going on talking about that Ramachandra, Sri Rama. And you see, what is the epitome or what is the theme or content of this epic? The very beginning of the epic shows that. This is the Ramayana Prarambha. The very beginning of the epic shows what is the content of epic. Valmiki is very direct and clear. Even in his inauguration, in the epic's beginning, is a grand beginning. Okay. By seeing the beginning, you should understand for what the epic stands for. Say, there is a huge epic in English named Paradise Lost, which starts with of his disobedience. That's how it starts. Which means the epic's theme is obedience. Okay. How Adam fell due to his disobedience. Okay, leave it. There is another great epic in the same English. That is being Indian. Epic's name is Savitri. The epic starts in this way. It was an hour before gods awake. Fathomless zero occupied the world. That's how it starts. Hope that you have understood what will be the content of that epic. Understood? At least you understand that we have not understood. Okay. That itself is great. Avijñātam vijānatam, vijñātam avijānatam. But when you come to Ramayana, while seeing the beginning of the epic, it becomes very clear for you. Very clear for you. The epic represents the human values. Epic is celebrating a person, Sri Ramachandra, and his story, just because he is a repository of all these human values. Since the epic represents human values, the beginning of the epic is, is filled with, is flourishing with, is abundant with, is abounding with human values. Okay. First 5 to 6 chapters. It talks on values, 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 and values. Since it represents humanity. Narada is going on. See, Valmiki asks 16 qualities, about 16 qualities of a same human being who has to be our contemporary, Sampratam Loke. And Narada is talking about 64 qualities. And it starts in this way. Then, of course, Narada Valmiki conversation, where you go into the story of Rama, the very first chapter story, the whole story is narrated. Sure. So there is no suspense in the epic. The whole story is narrated in the very beginning. Still, we feel suspense here and there while we read the epic. Even the 100th time or 1000th time, always it is fresh. The epic is fresh. Even though the whole story is exposed in the very beginning, when we are going through the epic, while Bharata is in search of Rama, okay, Valmiki creates the suspense. Will he find Rama or not? We also start to feel. That's the greatness of the epic maker. And you come to the second chapter. Maharshi Valmiki goes to river Tamasa after taking leave of sage Narada. Narada goes to Brahmaloka. Maharshi Valmiki goes to the Brahmaloka of our world, that is Tamasa. Tamas means darkness. Tamasa means a dark river filled with lot of trees, only shadow is there. Very cool river, very pure, very clean. Valmiki says this water resembles the heart of sadhus. San Manushya Manoyatha. After having baths, this is afternoon baths, rishis take three times bath in a day. Trishavana Muddako Pasparasi. And eats once for four times. Okay, Chaturtakala Pana Bhaktasyat. Per day, 4 occasions are there for eating. Only one occasion rishis have food. Maharshi Valmiki takes bath in Tamasa river afternoon and he returns. On the way he sees 2 crauncha birds playing. And he is enjoying that play because he has that kavitva. He merges in that play. At that time a hunter comes and shoots at the he crauncha bird. He crauncha falls and throbs. She crauncha starts to cry. She also throbs without getting affected by that arrow. Due to empathy, she throbs. Tamrasirshena mattena patrina sahitena vai. Tatha tu tam dijam drishtva nishadena nipatitam. Rishehe dharmatmanaha tasye karunyam samapadhyate. From the depth of the heart, compassion started to flow. This compassion or soka becomes a shloka. So Valmiki gives a shloka here. So, Manishada Pratishtham Tvam Magama Saswati Samaha Yat Krauncha Mithuna Dekam Avadhihi Kama Mohitam. O hunter, may you not be in this cruel deed for a long time. Such a kind of advice Maharshi Valmiki gives to the hunter. And he is returning, contemplating on that shloka. I never planned for a shloka, how this shloka could come to me. Just like anger, shloka has come without telling us. Suddenly shloka, having him as instrument, came. When he went to his asrama, he saw Brahma. He offers hospitality. Brahmadeva said to Maharshi Valmiki, my dear, due to my impulsion, Saraswati Devi is in your heart. Saraswati Devi is flowing from you. Pravritteyam Saraswati. So that you can make the whole of the epic Ramayana. And this Ramayana will flourish in the world till the existence of rivers, streams, brooks and mountains. Like brooks, mountains and rivers and falls, Ramayana also flow. Ramayana is also not a bani hui cheech. Ramayana is as natural as mountains and rivers. So that Ramayana is helpful to the humanity forever. Up to our times we are sitting and celebrating Ramanavami either by watching Rama Natak or by listening to Ramayana story. With all these things, never ends at all. See the state of Karnataka, everywhere, Ramotsava. They call it as Ramotsava. Today also the driver said, why traffic jam? I asked. Driver said, Ramotsava is running everywhere in Karnataka. So this Ramanavami, up to our times, we celebrate and we listen to Ramayana. Brahmadeva says, till the rivers are going to exist, the epic is going to flow. After telling this, Brahma disappears. Tatraiva antaradiyate. Valmiki was wonderstruck. And he stood. Actually, he got seated on Darbar grass, facing east with closed eyes. And he sees the whole epic in his yoga. Tatah pashyati dharmatma tatsarvam yogamasritaha purayat tatra nirvrittam panau amalakam yata. Seeing all these things in yoga, two words are used here. One yoga, another one is dharma. Dharmena anveshate gatim. Tatsarvam dharma viryena. So with all these things he resolves, may make the epic in the same style. Idrisaihi karavani aham. Which style? Which is not told there, we can guess easily. With the style of the first shloka. What is the style of first shloka? Commentator says, style of first shloka is anushtup meter. Can be there. It also can be true. But I see this in a different way. The first verse, first shloka, came from compassion. From heart. Directly from heart. In the same way, may all the verses come from that humanity. What is called as humanity. That same compassion. May the whole of the epic come from empathy, so that those who love empathy listen to this epic. What is the qualification of this epic? Only those who have empathy can enjoy this epic. For others, this epic will be boring. If the epic is told as it is. If you can make masala, then it will be happy, it will be jolly. But generally, those who are ready to enjoy, ready to be the connoisseurs of Karunya Rasa. Anandavardhana says this also. Shoka Shlokatvam Agata. The whole epic is the manifestation of Karunya Rasa. This is what Anandavardhana says. Kosalo nama muditaha spito janapado mahan nivishtaha sarayutire prabhuta dhanadhanyavan Ayodhya nama nagari tatrasit lokavisruta manuna manavendrena yapuri nirbita swayam. There was a kingdom named Kosala. It was a very cheerful kingdom. The capital city of Kosala is Ayodhya. Ayodhya is very prosperous. Dhanadhanya samurdhiman. It is filled with riches and grains. Riches are due to grains. Riches have to be due to grains. And grains are due to what? Water. Water is due to raining. Raining is due to the dharma of people. People's dharma is due to king's dharma, government's dharma. Leaders' dharma is extremely important anywhere. Not only in politics, in government, but also everywhere. Leaders' dharma is extremely important. In an institution or in a company, in a sanstha, in a trust. On seeing leader only others will follow. If a leader is sincere, others also will be sincere. If a leader is cheating, if a leader is fraud, others also will become fraud, naturally. Because generally people have this tend to reflect the leader. Leadership is extremely important. Yatha raja tata praja. Here is a king, Dasharatha, who is the leader. And he is a repository of all virtues. Again, virtues. See, first 6 or 7 chapters is filled with the virtues, which are going to get manifested as a huge story later in this epic. Again, Valmiki goes into the virtues. Tasyam Puryam Ayodhyayam Vedavit Satyasangaraha Dirgadarshi Mahatejaha Paurajana Padapriyaha Ikshvakunam Atirataha Yajva Dharmarato Vasi Maharshikalpo Rajarshihi Trishulokeshu Visrutaha Balavan Nihata Mitraha Mitravan Vijitendriyaha Dhanaischa Sanchayaischaanyaihi Shakravaisravanoopamaha. The king Dasharatha is the knower of the Vedas. Vedavit. He never transgresses the truth. Satyasangaraha. Dasharatha is visionary. Dirgadarshi. Visionary is a wonderful word in English, which means seeing what is going to happen after 20 to 30 years and making policies based on that. This is a very important quality of a leader. Dirgadarshi, Dirgadarshana. Mahatejaha. And Dasharatha is, as Rama, he is also illumined. Mahatejaha. And people love him like anything. Paura jana pada priyaha. This king's most important quality. Why king is called as Raja? Valmiki himself says this in Ayodhya Kanda, middle of Ayodhya Kanda. Ranjanat Raja. Okay. One who is gladdening the people is called as Raja. He could have been called as Lord. Okay. Lord means one who has lordship over the. For Lord in Sanskrit, Prabhu can be the word. But king is called as Raja, one who gladdens. Even in the very word Raja, some democratic element is there. Don't think that democracy started with some European country. Okay. Democracy is very, very old. Okay. It may not be like what we see now. Okay. But even in the anarchy and all, some democratic elements were there. First of all, Socrates defined what is democracy. Very long back, maybe minimum before 2500 years, democracy was defined. And democracy, who started democracy, we don't know. We find democratic elements in Mahabharata, in Ramayana, in the Veda. And these fossil researchers, they say democracy can be found in chimpanzees. Chimpanzees have their own leaders. Do you know how they choose? It is not that the chimpanzees choose the strongest of them as a leader. No, strongest of them will be silenced by all other chimpanzees. Only that chimpanzee is chosen as a leader which can gladden other chimpanzees. Okay. This is the democratic element of chimpanzees. So democracy did not start with humans at all. Somewhere it goes up to chimpanzees to our knowledge. I don't know up to which it can go. Coming back to the point, Raja. Dasharatha is a Raja. Paura Janapada Priyaha. Ikshvakunam, but he is a great warrior. Ikshvakunam Atirataha. And he performs various yajnas. On those days, various yajnas were performed to gather. Okay. Even now, recently, a huge gathering happened in Uttar Pradesh. What is that? Yeah, Mahakumbh. 67 crore people. I think world history never has seen this. 67 crore people gathering in a place. Okay. These kinds of gatherings, when people love to gather, Government should take the responsibility to manage them. Okay, government should participate in that happily. Government. Okay, so that is this Yajva, Dharma Rataha. He is highly interested in Dharma. And Vashi, he is a restrained soul. And he is like a Rishi. Therefore, we can call him as a Rajarishi. Maharshi Kalpo Rajarishi. He is well known in all three worlds. Trishulokeshu Visutaha. He has controlled all his foes. Nihata Mitraha. And he has wonderful contacts throughout the world. Mitravana. He is equal to Lord Indra and Kubera in his riches. That's how all these things are detailed by Maharshi Valmiki regarding Dasharatha, and his ministers are also very much like him. They favor the people, they favor the king, they are not jealous of king. They rightly collect the taxes, and in the right way they give back the taxes to the people, to the favor of people. And they are happy with even the children of their foes if they have good virtues. If their own children have some mistakes, they are ready to punish. That kind of great ministers King Dasharatha has in his Sabha. And his priests also, great Ritiks also are like that. With this kind of Dasharatha, people are extremely happy and people follow Dharma in a natural course. Tasmin puravare hrishtaha dharmatmano bahusrutaha narastushtaha dhanai svaisvaihi alubdhaha satyavadinaha kamiva na kataryova nrisamsaha purushah kvachit drashtum shakyam ayodhyayam na vidwan na cha nastikaha varneshu agriya chaturteshu devata atiti pujakaha kritagyasche vadanyasche shuraha vikrama sangyutaha tasmin puravare hrishtaha. In that Ayodhya, people are highly motivated, hrishtaha. They are highly dharmic, dharmatmanaha, and highly educated, bahusrutaha. They are also very much contented with their wealth. Naras tushtaha dhanai svaisvaihi. They don't have greed, alubdhaha. They don't have corruption, satyavadinaha. Neither they are lusty nor they are wrathful, kamiva na kataryova drisamsaha. Neither they are cruel. Na avidwan, you can't see any idiot in Ayodhya. And their hospitality is the best kind of hospitality. Devata atiti pujakaha. They are the men of gratitude, kritagyascha, vadanyascha. Such kind of Ayodhya was guarded and guided by the great King Dasharatha. Tam satyanamam dridatoranargalam grihair vichitraihi upashobhitam shivam purim ayodhyam nrisahasra sankulam shashasavai shakrasamo mahipatihi. Ayodhya has different kinds of houses throughout the city. And it has long streets. People are fantastic. People are well decorated. They talk with a smiling face. Smita Purva Abhibash, they build a good rapport. Purva Abhibashinaha. Very decent. And also very fragrant. How they are fragrant? Because they have perfumes and scents which can make us to sneeze. Not that kind of scent. There are some people who manage just with scent without having bath. Okay. But Ayodhyans in general, since they have everyday pratasnana, morning bath, they are fragrant. Na asugandhascha vidyate. Na kundali, na makuti. Everybody has an earring. Everybody has golden bracelet. All these things can happen. But Valmiki says a very important thing. Everybody had a crown, na amukuti. This is very important. Because in medieval history, we see in many places, only king can wear a crown. You see the epic Adikavya. Na kundali, na amukuti, na asragvi, napi arupavan. Whoever wanders in street, vendors and all of them have all are mukutwalas. All have crowns. They are crowned. Okay. That is how Ayodhyans remain. They all shine very happily. King has no problem at all. And his great wives, Tasya Bharyasu Tisrushu, Mother Kausalya, then Kaikeyi, then Sumitra, they all love him like anything. And he honors all of them. With such great queens, King Dasharatha is shining. To such a great King Dasharatha, Sri Ramachandra is born. Tatascha dvadase maase chaitre navamike tithau nakshatre diti daivatye socha samsteshu panchasu ग्रहेषु कर्कटे लग्ने वाक्पता विन्दुना सह प्रोद्यमाने जगन्नाथं सर्वलोक नमस्कृतं कौसल्या जनयद्रामं सर्वलक्षण संयुतं Chitra month, Navamike Tithau, Sri Ramanavami, we are celebrating. Graheshu Karkate Lagne, and this is Kataka Lagna. Brihaspati and Soma are together. At this auspicious occasion, Kausalya, Mother Kausalya is giving birth to a great child who has all Lakshanas, Sarva Lakshana Sanyutam. In Govindarajiya Pata, it is Sarva Lakshana Sanyutam. In Tilaka Pata, it is Divya Lakshana Sanyutam, who has all divine qualities. Such kind of child is born to Mother Kausalya. In the same way, Mother Kaikeyi yields a great son. Bharato nama Kaikeyam Jagye Satya Parakramaha, one who has Satyam as his valor, or one who has truthful valor. Such kind of Bharata is born to Mother Kaikeyi. Sumitra Devi is giving birth to two children. Ata Lakshmana Shatrugno Sumitra Janayat Sutaugu. They are named as Lakshmana and Shatrugna. Ragyav Putra Mahatmanaha Chatvaro Jagire Pruthak Gunavanto Nurupasche Ruchya Proshta Padopamahaya Balya Prabhuti Susviddaha Lakshmano Lakshmivardhanaha Ramasya Lokaramasya Bhraturjeshtasya Nityasaha. Lakshmana is born with Jayamana Kataksha. In English there is an expression, taking birth with, born with silver spoon. Why silver spoon? Lakshmana was born with golden spoon. What is this golden spoon? Rama Bhakti Rasa Aswadana. Okay. Therefore, he can be called as Garbhasriman. Sarva Priyakarastasya Ramasyapi Sharirataha Lakshmano Lakshmi Sampannaha Bahih Prana Iva Paraha. Lakshmana is the vital of Rama. Even though all are loving Rama and Rama is loving all, Lakshmana is the life of Rama. Without Lakshmana, Rama can never sleep. Nachatena vinanidram labhate purushottamaha mrishtamannam upanitam asnati nahitam vina. Without Rama, Lakshmana cannot have food. Such a kind of bondage both of them have. That great Ramachandra got married to Sita Devi. Sita Devi is a matchless woman of the world. The great souls say Sita is chastity itself. Regarding Sita, we all know the introduction of Rama in Ramayana. Introduction of Sita in Ramayana is very grand. Ramasya Daita Bharya Nityam Pranasamahita Janakasya Kule Jata Devamayeva Nirmita Sarvalakshana Sampanna Narina Uttama Vadhuhu. Ramasya Daita Bharya, Rama's beloved wife. She is like the life of Ramachandra. She is auspicious to Rama like the life of Rama. Nityam Pranasamahita. She belongs to the lineage of Janaka Maharaja, Janakasya Kule Jata. She is called as Devamaya, which is none other than the mystic power of Rama, which links us with Rama. In Ramcharitamanas it is told, while in Chitrakoot, Sita, Rama and Lakshmana are walking, बीच में सीता जी आती है. Sita is in between Rama and Lakshmana. There Tulsidas says, Brahma Jiva, she is like Maya in between Brahma and Jiva. This can be misunderstood. She is separating Rama and Lakshmana. Tulsidas doesn't mean it. Devamayeva Nirmita. This has some other meaning. Maya links Jivatman and Paramatman. Okay, Maya is Brahma Shakti. There are two kinds of Mayas, Avarana Maya or Vikshepa Maya. Yes, Vedantic students know that. Avarana Maya and Vikshepa Maya. Avarana Maya separates Brahman and Jivan. Vikshepa Maya, it is liberating, it is linking both of them. One is Ishvara's Maya, another one is Samsara's Maya. This Maya, Sambhavami, Atma Mayaya. That is how Bhagavad Gita says. So that Maya, Deva Mayeva Nirmita, she is inseparable Shakti of Ramachandra. And she is the primordial role model. She is the original of not only the woman belonging to this world. Valmiki says, she is the Mahalakshmi of Mahalakshmis and Bhumi Devi of Bhumi Devis. Vasudhayascha Vasudham Sriyaha Srim Bhartru Vatsalam. That kind of Devi is born to have Rama. Therefore, Devamayeva Nirmita Sarvalakshana Sampanna. She has all Lakshmana, that is why she is called as Lakshmihi. Narinam Uttama Vadhuhu. She is the best among all women. Best man of the world and best man, woman of the world. They are together. Manasvi Tadgatastasyaha Nityam Hridi Samarpitaha Priyatu Sita Ramasya Daraha Pitrakrita Iti Gunat Rupa Gunachapi Pritihi Bhuyaha Abhyavardhate. Sign of the true love is its growth day by day. If love diminishes, it is not true love. Every day it should grow. Maya Patya Jaradashtiri Yathasaha, says the Veda. Panigrahana mantra. Husband says to wife, let us be together till our old age. Okay. Which means the love has to grow day by day. Pritihi bhuyaha abhyavardate. Tasyascha bharta digunam hridaye parivartate. Sita is internalizing Rama. Digunam hridaye parivartate. Rama is double times within her than what he sees in the outside world. Digunam hridaye parivartate. And heart speaks with heart. Antarjatam api vyaktam akhyati hridayam hridaya. Sita's heart is talking to Rama's heart. Rama's heart is talking to Sita's heart. Akhyati hridayam hridaya. It is very difficult to define what is heart. Mind can be defined. Beyond mind and beyond chitta vrittis, there is a place in this personality which can reflect the soul as it is. That sthanam is called as hridayam. Hridaya pundarikam in the Veda. Narayana Sutta. This hridaya pundarikam comes. And from that heart, Sita sees Rama and Rama sees Sita. They internalize each other. Akhyati hridayam hridaya. Tasya bhuyo vishesheda maithili janakatmaja devatabhihi samarupe Sita sririva rupini. She is the manifested Srihi. Srihi is the presiding deity of auspiciousness. Wherever we see auspiciousness in the world, Mangalyamastu Mama Mangala Devataya. She is Mangala Devata. And Sita is the manifested Mangala Devata. Tayasa Rajarishi Sutobhiramaya Same Ivan Uttama Rajakanyaya Ativa Ramaha Susubheti Kamaya Vibhusriya Vishnurive Amareshwaraha. Sri Ramachandra and Sita, they dwell always in Ayodhya. With her, Rama shines more. Ativa Ramaha Susubhe. Atikamaya. The love which Sita showers to Rama motivates him. Rama becomes every day fresh with that love. That is why Atikamaya Taya Ramaha Ativa Susubhe. Vibhuhu Sriya Vishnuriva Amareshwaraha. What kind of comparison can be given for this? Only one comparison we can give. What is that? Like Mahalakshmi is shining with Narayana. Like Narayana is shining with Mahalakshmi. That's a comparison, that's a simile. Cannot be called as Upama Lankara, but it has to be taken as Anandaya Lankara. Do you know Anandaya Lankara? Gaganam Gaganakaram Sagara Sagaro. Space is equal to space. Sea is equal to sea. That is Anandaya. So, how Rama and Sita look? They look like Lakshmi and Vishnu. This is also Anandaya Lankara. Who have seen Vishnu and Lakshmi? Nobody has seen. Therefore, the commentator says, Vyakhyanakara says, Sita and Rama, they shine in Ayodhya like Perundevi Tayar and Perarulalam in Kanchipuram. All are seeing that. We may not know Vaikuntapati, but we see in Kanchipuram, Perundevi Tayar and Perarulalam. Like that, Sita and Rama are shining in Ayodhya. How Sita and Rama are shining in Ayodhya? Like Kalyana Rama and Kalyani shine in Valmiki Ashrama. Sita and Rama are shining in Ayodhya. On seeing Sri Rama's virtues and all, Dasaratha is extremely happy. Dasaratha thinks it's a right time to hand over my responsibilities to my son. So with this chapter, let us conclude. I may take some few more minutes. Day by day, Rama's glory is growing by virtues. That which grows through virtues alone can be called as glory. Please understand. Other things can be called as popularity, sometimes unpopularity. But that which grows through virtues. Ramachandra is emanating the virtues like sun emanates the rays. Gunaihi viruruche Rama Deeptaha Surya iva Amshubihi. There is no need for Rama to give advices. There is no need for sun to come to everybody's house and knock the door. My dear, wake up, I have come, please wake up. Just in the presence of sun, all the farmers get up and they go for farming. And all the cowherds are getting up to milk the cows. All the women will be washing the veranda and painting rangoli. All works will start, and all our Patasala children, they will be waiting for sunrise for giving Arghya and to do Gayatri Japa. All these things, Brahma Yajna and all, they all happen through sunrise. And sun need not come and knock the door. The same way Rama did not give some advices through language. Just in the presence of Rama, having him as role model, people as a natural flow follow Rama. That kind of virtues are there. Katanchit upakarena kritena ekena tushyati nasmarati apakaranam shatam api atmavattaya. Katanchit upakarena, just by seeing one favor done to him, he showers a lot and he never forgets that. Then we may think, okay, he has a lot of memory power. Having such kind of memory power, he may not forget even the aparadha which we offer, which we commit to him. But regarding the aparadhas, he just forgets all those things and embraces us. There is a proverb in English, man gets and forgets, and God gives and forgives. This is a godly virtue, therefore Valmiki says, Atmavattaya, because God is Atman. Atman is God. Therefore he uses the word Atmavattaya. Satunityam prashantatma mridupurvam prabhashate uchyamanopi parusham na uttaram pratipadyate. He always talks in sweet words. Even though someone talks to him in harsh words, he doesn't respond. Such kind of virtue he has. Shila vriddaihi vayo vriddaihi jnana vriddaischa sajjanaihi kathayannastavai nityam astrayogyantareshvapi. He always has a good company. See, we are made up of what company we are having. If we always roam with some roaming fellows, some stupid fellows, Nandanti Udita Aditya, Nandanti Astamite Ravam, we also will become utter stupid. Okay. But if we have good company with us, good people with us, talking to them, seeing their aspiration, we also grow in a very good path, in a wonderful path. Sri Ramachandra has good company with him always. Even in the intervals he finds, Astra Yogya Antareshwar. He sits with the good people to talk. He never gossips. Okay. Na viruddha katha ruchihi. He never gossips in his life. And his Shastrartha is wonderful. When he talks Shastrartha, Uttara Yuktinam Vakta Vachaspatiriyata. He is like Vachaspati. He is like great Brigaspati in his Shastrartha. Nobody has conquered in him in a debate. And all these things come as flash to him. If he wants to deliver a lecture, things are coming from space, as of from the depth of heart. The insights are getting poured. So these kinds of qualities, these kinds of tall virtues, with this all the people are fascinated. his eloquence, his scholarship. Let it be so. The same way Sri Ramachandra is down to the earth. Some people may be great scholars, but they will be arrogant. But Ramachandra is moving with the people. Deenanukampi Dharmatma. He moves with the poor people and he talks to them. He befriends with them. That kind of person. Therefore, people love him like anything. On seeing people's love, King Dasharatha resolved to hand over his responsibilities to Rama, for which he summoned many people have gathered. Dasharatha proposes, Dasharatha says that I want to get retired. This body wants some rest. He is watching his body. Idam shariram krishnasya lokasya charata hitam. Jirnasya asya sarirasya visrantim abhirochaye. Body has become very old. Now it is tired. And it is asking me for rest. Let me rest. And I wish that my son will be capable of taking care of you. It's not an easy job to manage this whole kingdom. Not an easy job. Durvaham ajitendriyahi. Only restrained souls have to take this responsibility. Those who have gone beyond raga and dvesha, strong likes and dislikes, only can manage this kingdom. Therefore, I wish to hand over this responsibility to my son. I want to appoint him in deputy kingship, Yuvarajya. Slowly and gradually retiring from this. This is what Dasharatha says. And this is my opinion. I want to know about your opinion too, about my son. Anya madhyastha chintahi vimarda vyadikodaya. Because an objective thought will be better. I'm talking, I feel about my son because he's my son after all. I want an objective opinion from you, madhyastha opinion from you. As soon as Dasharatha says this, the representatives of people are sitting in front of Dasharatha. And beyond these representatives, people are sitting. And here is a small discussion running. I don't know in what process it ran. It was an ancient democratic practice of this monarchy. I don't think that this was only with Dasharatha. With all kings in Ikshaku dynasty, only by this process the succession can be selected. So king talks to representatives and representatives talk to the people. They all come to the same conclusion. They all are cheerful as if getting reverberated. The whole Vimanam Kampayanniva. Their cheerful voice is heard. What's that cheerful voice? Yes. Ichamaha, 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 Ichamaha hi Mahabahum Raghuviram Mahabalam Gajena Mahatayantam Ramam Chhatra Vrutananam. We want to see Rama as the king coming on that huge Shatrunjaya elephant in rut, decorated with that wonderful umbrella. As soon as Dasharatha hears this, he is happy within. But he also says to the people, why do you want Rama as your ruler while I am sitting here? Katamnumayi dharmena prithvi manusasati. Then the people said, oh King, Maharaj, you are great, wonderful, no doubt in it. But we are sorry to tell this openly. Nobody in the world can match Rama. Not only you, including your forefathers. Ikshakubhyopi sarvebhyaha hyatirikto vishampate. Even Sagara or Bhagirath or that great Raghu himself or Kakusta. Ikshakubhyopi sarvebhyaha hyatirikta. It's because some virtues can be seen in some persons, but Rama is the ideal for all virtues. Sakshat Ramat Virirvrtaha Dharmaha. Dharma got manifested from Rama. Dharmaschapi Sriyasa hai. With Sri hi Dharma got manifested from Rama. This is what they say. And they are going on, since Dasharatha asked, why are you wishing my son? They are going on talking about various virtues of Rama. In the available time, let me talk about only one virtue. In one virtue, all virtues are hidden. What is that? The true love to the people. Yada vrajati sangramam gramarthe nagarasya va gatva saumitri sahitaha na avijitya nivartate. Whenever there is an issue, some village fight or city fight, some street fight, Rama never fails to go there to solve this problem. Okay. Rama is transparent. And he never comes back without solving that problem. Na avijitya nivartate. Sangramat punaragamya kunjarena rathena va pauran swajanavan nityam kusalam paripruchati. If he goes and comes back in all these ways, he goes either on an elephant or in a chariot. Sangramat punaragamya kunjarena rathena va. And he is transparent to people on the way, while going and coming. He asks about the whereabouts, not whereabouts, welfare of all the people around. Putreshu, Agnishu, Dareshu, Preshya Sishya Ganeshu che, Nihilena, Anupurvyacha, Pita Putran, Iva Aurasan. He asks about the welfare of children, wife, and their rituals, in fact, Agnishu. And about their servants, attendants. And he showers the love from the depth of heart. Utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritushyati. He attends our festivals and enjoys with all of us. Also, he participates in our issues, problems and sorrowful mood. When we are in a disaster or we are in a famine, immediately we can see Rama there, working for us. Vesaneshu manushyanam brisambhavati dukkhitaha. On seeing all these qualities, virtues, we find Rama to be a fit ruler for us. Therefore, we all request, O King, to coronate Sri Ramachandra. This is what the people say. King also is extremely happy on hearing the words of the people. So with this, we conclude today. Tomorrow, 6:15 a.m., we will meet for Suprabhatam. Parayanam also will continue tomorrow. For Suprabhatam, you can come there to Sri Rama Sannidhi, Kalyana Ramar Sannidhi. Now we will go there for Dolotsavam. We will chant the same shlokas. Bahavo Nrupa Kalyane